want to talk to you today about why I think everyone should know CPR. 80% of cardiac arrests and breathing emergencies occur in the home when a family member is available to help the victim. Wouldn't you rather be doing anything in your power to give your mom or your dad, your husband or your wife, or your child a fighting chance of survival when EMS gets there instead of standing next to them wringing your hands? Ladies and gentlemen, if you know the basics of CPR, you can save lives. Take a class so they don't pass. Sudden cardiac arrest is a leading cause of death in the United States. Nearly 400,000 out-of-hospital cardiac arrests occur in the U.S., and 89% of them die because they didn't receive immediate CPR from someone nearby. That's 356,000 people a year. About 70% of Americans feel helpless to act during a cardiac emergency because they don't know how to do CPR or they're afraid of hurting the victim. About 7 million adults and children suffer disabling injuries in their own homes and yards every year, and these injuries and accidents result in sudden death and require CPR. Some examples of sudden death are electric shock, heart attacks, drowning, allergic reactions, choking, drug overdoses, and suffocations. About 100,000 of those people die in those accidents. And that's about 274 people a day or 12 people an hour. Among children, accidental injuries is the leading cause of death, sending 16 million of them a year to the ER. Drowning is the leading cause of death among those accidents. After motor vehicle accidents, almost 8,000 children a year drown. It's critical to start CPR immediately when someone collapses, not wait the 10 minutes or even more for help to arrive after calling 911. After someone stops breathing or their heart stops beating, they can only survive for about 4 to 6 minutes before a lack of oxygen results in brain damage or even death. CPR can buy extra time for them until professional help gets there by artificially circulating oxygen to their brain. So take a class so they don't pass. When an adult collapses from cardiac arrest, again, their survival rate depends greatly on getting immediate CPR from a bystander, you or me. Only about 25% of those people get that help. And it's not because people don't want to help, it's usually because they're afraid. They're unsure about their technique, they don't want to do something wrong or make things worse. Well, there's only 2 steps to saving a life. That's it. You call 911, give compressions hard and fast in the center of the chest. Anybody can do this. Several other ways you can be prepared for an emergency or prevent one. Have immediate access to your poison control center hotline number, usually 1-800 number, load it into your cell phone before you need it, not be scrambling looking for it when you do need it. Also, vigilance is the key to protection from accidents in the home, like avoiding using electric appliances near water. Watch for small objects that can present a choking hazard to children. A good rule of thumb, if an object is small enough to fit inside of a toilet paper roll, it presents choking danger to a small child. Around any water, use the touch supervision rule. That is, be close enough to your child to reach out and touch them and be looking at them, not at your cell phone or a book. A very young child can drown in as little as 1 to 2 inches of water. So there's a CPR course for everybody. The standard classroom course. Then there's a CPR anytime course. It's a all-in-one kind of a course you do at home. It only takes 22 minutes and only costs $32. CPR for the business community. They train large groups of people. And then there's the one that I was talking about earlier, the hands-on or hands-only, where you don't have to actually put your mouth on somebody because a lot of people don't want to do that. So where can I learn CPR? A variety of places. American Heart Association, American Red Cross, YMCA's, some hospitals and colleges. There's even an iPhone app that teaches you the basics of CPR and a first aid guide. So take a class so they don't pass. By performing CPR until an emergency help can arrive, you can double or even triple a victim's chances of survival. If you're called on to give CPR in an emergency, you'll most likely be trying to save the life of someone you love, your child, your spouse, your parent, friend, or coworker. So take a class so they don't pass. CPR and first aid saves lives, so why wouldn't you want to know it? There are absolutely no disadvantages to knowing CPR, and it's an important skill that everyone should learn. You don't need to be a medical professional to do CPR. You never know when you will need this skill to save the life of someone you love or be a hero to a stranger. So take the time to get certified and enjoy the peace of mind. Sign up for a class near you today. Please take a class so they don't pass.